There you have it, guys. Deontay Wilder has just signed on to fight Curtis Harper, which is 18 wins, 11 losses, and 12 by KO in Atlanta, April 26th, BLK Prime in Atlanta. And let me counterpunch. This is definitely a tune-up. This is a pro and this is a con. The pro is he'll knock Curtis Harper out. This will give him and the Wildettes, which I mean the fanboys, something to ride with once again. Deontay Wilder will catch him with a right hand, will knock him out sooner or later, hopefully sooner than later. And he will be back in the mix. The cons is the opposition is nowhere near celebrating once that happens. Okay? See, once he knocks out Curtis Harper, there is nothing that Curtis Harper has ever done. No disrespect to Curtis Harper. But he's not on the level where the other guys, which he was on, which he lost, you can argue that he's back or not. This is just something that lets you know that if he has punching power or not. Okay? This is the same guy, Curtis Harper, that walked away or out of the ring when the bell went ding ding against Efe Ajagba back in the day, if you guys can remember, a few years back. And it was revealed, of course, you know, what happened in that situation, but it did make historic news because nobody's actually really done that. You know, ding ding, it's time to throw punches, not climb out of the ring, right? So this is that same guy. Curtis Harper is nowhere near where he was in opposition, where Wilder was. Wilder was knocked out by Zhang in round 5, and he was beaten by an upset by Joseph Parker in 12 rounds, okay? And this does nothing to show us anything except the punching power. So if he hits him and knocks him out concussively, we will then be convinced that Deontay Wilder has the power once again, or still has the power that he once had that people claim that he no longer has. You know, doing the ayahuasca treatment and all that stuff, you know, a lot of people claim that he doesn't have the brutal mentality or the, you know, mindset to be a fighter no more, so he's not as dangerous as he used to be. So a lot of people, you know, they're thinking that way. You know, that they're thinking that. But if he does catch Curtis Harper with something that takes him flat, spark out, people will then be convinced that he still has the power. And that's a plus, because that's exactly what he needs. He needs the evidence of power, because people have to be convinced that he can still compete and he still has that equalizer that he always had, because honestly, besides the mindset and the heart, that's all he really had. Like, offensive wise, is the right hand, is the equalizer. That's what made him dangerous. It was nothing else. His jab was decent. He had good speed. But other than that, defense, no. Skill set, no. A lot of those no's. Okay? Reputation of knocking people out, sure. But that all revolved around the right hand. A lot of people like to throw the left hook up in there. No. The left hook was something that was really carried away with, based on the fact of how he caught Tyson Fury. Tyson Fury, had he not got caught with the left hook, would have went down anyway. So it's all about the right hand, okay? And I'm glad to see him back. I would want him to fight someone like a Jermaine Franklin, especially someone with a beard. See, here's another thing that you question. If he knocks out Curtis Harper's been knocked out 11 or been beaten 11 times. I don't know how many times he's actually been knocked out, but he's been knocked out. So there's no huge significance of doing that to Curtis Harper. It's been done over and over and over again. But if he did that to someone like Jermaine Franklin, oh, that's a big deal, because Jermaine Franklin has been in there with heavy-handed fighters such as AJ and Dillian White, and both of those guys can punch. Okay, they're known to take you out. Body Snatcher and, you know, and AJ, you know, those guys are known to knock you out. So, and he was in there and he went 12 rounds with both of those guys. So that would be more of a challenge than Curtis Harper. Curtis Harper is merely a tune-up, and I think this is a Shelly Finkel special, meaning this is a fight that I think that they feel that he needs for confidence, which I'm not really mad about that, because why not get some confidence? Because of what happened to him personally, his personal life has been put out there, you know, in the public, and we can tell that it took a toll. So maybe he needs a confidence booster. You know what I mean? So this may be it. So again, pro and con. Pros and cons are all over this fight. A very mediocre fight by Wilder, but it's a much possible needed confidence booster for Wilder. We get to see where his power's at. We get to see if he can throw the combinations. We get to see where Malik Scott is after his honeymoon with Kate Abdu. Is he still hungry or vicious or enthusiastic on training Wilder like he should? Which, by the way, I think he did a good job in the trilogy fight with Tyson Fury. He was really on Wilder's stuff just to back up the claims that he's not really a good trainer. Because he was telling Wilder, like, hey, wake the F up in there. He was telling Wilder something that Wilder needed to hear at that time. So just speaking on that briefly. But you guys tell me what you think of Deontay the Bronze Bomber Wilder back into the ring, April 26th, BOK Prime, Atlanta, Georgia, against Curtis Harper. Of course, please subscribe. And you guys been Counterpunched. Peace.
To this day.
To this day.
To this day.
To this day.
To this day.